Hi, I'm Melissa. I wanted to show you my application process in person. I have Girl Talk here and I'm going to apply it to my thumb. This is what one of our wraps looks like. You cut it in half to apply to both sides. So I would use the curved end here for these two fingers, but I wanted to show you a little tip that I do on my thumbs. I already cut the wrap in half and I applied half of it here on this thumb. And then you can see how the base of my nail bud on my thumb is more straight. So I wanted to show you a little tip I do about that. I just take a little curve out of each side just to more closely match the shape of my bed. And then when you're pulling the wrap, my nail is already clean. I actually have a protective base coat on. I use my orange stick to separate the wrap from the clear backing because you don't want to be touching the wrap with the oils that are on your nails, your fingers. Then I'm using our heater, but you could use your hairdryer as well. You don't need to be having heat on it for a long time, just a couple of seconds. And you might start to see it wiggle a little bit. That's how you know that it's definitely ready to go. Then I'm going to try to match up my wrap closely to the base of my nail, not getting it on my cuticle or my skin. I apply just a little bit of pressure in the middle, just so it will stay on, and I will check to see if it looks centered. And then if I think it is, then I start to place it down. And actually I can already see that I didn't place this super well. This is a little bit harder because I have that base coat on, but you can just lift your wraps up and reheat them and reapply. So they are very forgiving. So I'll just reheat it again. And now I'm going to try to center it better here. I applied down one side, pushed, and this time it looks like I got it on better. And then I just smooth out on the sides and then down the middle. And then I take my scissors and I cut the excess off, and you don't have to be right up to your nail, but relatively close. This is my non-dominant hand I'm using to trim right now, so it's a little bit trickier, but you do get used to it more and more you do. I find that if you do small cuts, that makes it easier to use the manicure scissors. And I get the excess off, and you can see I don't have it all the way up to my actual nail. There's a little excess there. I wait for the wrap to cool a little bit before I file it. Normally I would apply my whole set on my one hand and then go back and do the filing, but for the point of this video, I'm going to go now and do it. When you are filing, you don't want to go back and forth like this, how you normally would. You would want to go down at a 90-degree angle, sometimes even at a slightly, like at a 45-degree angle, if you're feeling like your wrap is catching a little bit. And you can see how it's starting to serrate here. That's the point of the filing, to get it to exactly this shape of your nail. And then sometimes on the corners it can catch a little bit, so you can try pulling like your skin, your finger a little bit away from the nail, or you can even just go back with your manicure scissors and trim off that last little chunk of wrap. And then just file it. Okay, and then with metallic wraps, I like to use, just excuse me one second, my baggie to help seal the wrap on evenly. It applies a lot of even pressure onto the nail while heating it at the same time, which is especially helpful for the metallic wraps so that you don't have any bubbling or creases or crinkling. You just do that real quick, add some modification, and that wrap is all set. Thanks.